tried to be on time because I don't like the thoughts of them hanging around, but I don't think they're ready for their own keys just yet.
I know, it's a headache, isn't it? Then when you do give them a key, the first thing they do is lose it, usually in a purse with your name and address in it. You're left wondering whether to change the lock straight away or whether it'll turn up.
Yeah.
She's going to be the same. She's into everything. I've got her in a playgroup 2 days a week, but she's ready for something more.
Well, I think there's a preschool group at Katie's school. Mornings or afternoons, I think.
Well, that's what she needs. Suppose there's a waiting list, is there?
I don't know. I could find out for you, though, if you like.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Thanks. Well, thanks, Katie. Fancy coffee?
Oh, thanks, Sheila, but I am a bit pushed.
No sign of your other two.
No. Look, why don't you come over to ours for a cuppa and I can get the meal ready while we chat?
You're on. Okay. Give us a minute to get rid of these.
Yeah.
Perhaps you could look after this hunk of trouble, eh, Katie?
Could you read your story?
Lovely. See you in a minute.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Claire.
Oh. Did they say anything to you about being late?
Jeff
and Sammy, who else?
Oh, Jeff will be around to Tosca's and Sarah will be with Liv.
Oh, they said so.
No, I just know these things.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah. I think I must be psycho.
I think you mean psychic.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, well, thanks for telling me. I'll lock it through the door the next time I take a shower.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Who's your letter from?
Therese Jane.
Oh, who's Therese Jane when she's at home?
Therese Jane Sleazenberger. 412 East 53rd Street, New York. 10092, New York.
New York twice?
You see, New York City's in New York State.
Oh, yeah. Where else? And that was the telephone number, was it?
No, a zip code like our postcode.
Oh, you learn something every day.
I haven't finished yet.
Oh.
New York, United States of America, American continent, Earth, brackets near Mars.
Oh, as long as she's local, eh?
Phone 212-644-3210. If dialing from Europe, press dial 0101.
Well, if calling from Europe, make sure... Oh, that'll be Sheila. Let her in, love, will you? Thanks.
No, I'm afraid he's not here either. Perhaps he left the office early and is on his way. Can I take a message? Right, go ahead. Tony. Samarit. 9:40. Flight. Manchester Airport. Rather short notice, isn't it? Ring if you can't make it. Right. Well, I'll see that you get... Goodbye to you too, mate.
I'll tell her all about America and the wonderful life they've there. My friend Therese gets an allowance of $20 a week. That's £14.
Ooh, sounds great. Perhaps we should all go.
Just had a letter from a pen pal. Very educational, especially for me.
Well, as long as they don't get bored with writing and start chatting.
What do you mean?
Phone. Woman I go to church with, you know, she was telling me about her daughter. Phoning her friend in Canada. First inkling they had was when they copped the phone bill, £280.
Good God, you'd kill them, wouldn't you?
Could be worse, though, I suppose. I read of this case where a woman found out a fellow was two-timing her. So she went round to his flat one weekend when he was away, dialed the speaking clock and left the phone off the hook.
Dear God, oh, I bet that cost him.
I'll say it was the speaking clock in New York.
Hello, can I speak to Sue Harper, please? Oh, are you? It's me, Teddy. Bet you can't guess where I am. North Pole. Oh, Father Christmas, funny. No, I'm in me car. Well, you could call it a car phone. Actually, it's Jonathan's cordless. It says in the brochure it works up 100 metres away from base, so I was just checking it out. Hey, look, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get out the car now, and let's see if we can still keep talking to each other, right, as I move off. Right. You still there? Can you steer me? Yeah, right. Sorry? What did you say? No, it's not a game. I'm not messing about. I rang you up to ask you something. What? Look, I'm just getting by the post box now. Are you still there? What did I want? Oh, yeah, well, I wanted to know if you fancied coming round tonight.
What a day. If you're keen to see the extended edition of Life's Rich Tapestry of the, well, work in the travel agency, my God, we certainly get them. Why does everybody between 15 and 30 only want to go to Ibiza? There are other places. One day, that island's going to sink under the weight of bare boobs and beer bellies. And the oldies could be funny, too. There was a woman in today who'd set her heart on going to Morocco. Sprightly old biddy, determined to see Marrakesh. The only problem was, her old man wanted to go to Morecambe. So what did you do then, Christopher? Well, I'll tell you, Gordon. Wisdom of Solomon, that's what you need. I told him he was right because Morocco was far too hot in July. But, as it happened, we had a pensioners package deal that was leaving for Morocco a week on Saturday. 4 weeks in February when it's very warm but not stifling. It'll hardly cost a penny because of the amount they'll save on the heating at home. So, they'll still be able to afford to go to Morecambe for 2 weeks next July. Well, that was brilliant, Christopher. Thank you, Gordon. I'm not just a pretty face, as you well know.
There was a phone call for you.
Oh, who?
Tony, somebody?
Tony?
Messages on the pad.
Where? Is it? Is it? It is. Brilliant, Summer Ritz. My God, tomorrow. Why didn't you tell me earlier?
Couldn't get a word in edgeways. And who is Tony?
Friend Tony Cameron from Bidston Travel. He's a great lad. He always lets me know when there's a cancellation. When did he ring?
About 20 minutes ago. He tried to catch you at the office, but you'd already left. He said to ring if you can't go.
So I see.
You're not going then?
Of course I am. It's too good of a chance to miss. Damn, it's engaged.
Who are you ringing?
Vera Lynn. Well, Tony, there may be a chance of a lift to Manchester. Unless, well, I don't suppose your father would, I mean, if you asked.
You've got a nerve.
What?
I will certainly not ask anybody.
Yeah, I can still hear you. You're getting faint. I said you're very faint. It's very crackly. Crackly. Where are you now? What?
Who are you talking to?
Just a minute.
Hey, don't just wait a minute, miss. Who are you talking to?
Teddy.
Who's Terry?
You know Teddy. Sorry, can't hear you anymore. It's all crackly.
Oh, put that phone down.
Why? What's the matter?
Who phoned who?
He phoned me. I give him our number.
Him? From which country?
What do you mean?
Where is Terry from?
There.
What?
There, number 9.
Oh, that Terry.
What Terry do you think?
Oh, no, it doesn't matter.
2599643. Who's calling? Oh, it's you. Right, just hold on. It's Sammy. Second she stay at Lou's for tea.
Yeah, I suppose it's all right.
She said she supposes so.
Ask her if she's seen Jeff.
Have you seen Jeff? Right then, bye. He's with Tosca.
All right, you win. Psycho.
Gordon? Would sulky like someone to make him a lovely cup of coffee?
Get lost.
Oh dear, we are in a tizzy.
Go to hell.
Quite the opposite, matey. I'm going to Summer Ritz where it's cold and crisp and even.
Lucky for you.
Listen, it's part of my job. If I'm supposed to give worthwhile advice to customers, I can give it far better if I have first-hand knowledge of the places they're asking about.
Oh, sure. So at a moment's notice, you can drop everything and away. No thought of me stuck here all day just waiting.
Don't be so childish. Of course I think of you, but business is business. These cancellations don't come up very often, but when they do, we have to go.
Have to go. Oh, you poor thing. Having to fly halfway across Europe to spend a miserable fortnight skiing.
And visit hotels other than the one I'm staying at, sizing up their facilities. You can't beat first-hand knowledge.
How noble. How self-sacrificing.
I happen to take my job seriously.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. And who is Tony?
I've told you. A tour operator. He lives in Wallasey. Well, you can meet him if you like. He's come to pick me up in the morning.
Well, he's going too?
It was a couple who cancelled. There are thus 2 spare berths. But if you want to meet him, you'll have to be up at 7:30 because we're making an early start.
Get lost.
Oh, of course. 7:30 in the morning is a little bit middle of the night-ish for you, isn't it?
You just don't care about anybody but yourself, do you?
Listen. I don't have to apologise to you. If you choose to spend your days in this tatty box moping your hours away, well, that's your concern. But I've got a life to live, and I intend to live it. I'm not exactly your father's #1 fan, and I'm sure he isn't mine, but there's one thing we completely agree about. It's about time you stopped feeling sorry for yourself, got up off your bottom and found yourself something to do.